sun, it's said that gas emanating from a graveyard was possessed by the grievances of the deceased and thus became a Pokemon. In Ultra Moon, poisonous gas compromises 95% of its body. It's said that the remaining 5% is made up of the souls of those who died from the gas. Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. Its Pokemon entry in yellow is: by licking, it saps the victim's life. It causes shaking that won't stop until the victim's demise. Emerald. If a hunter beckons you while it is floating in darkness, don't approach it. This Pokemon will try to lick you with its tongue and steal your life away. And Pokemon X. If you get the feeling of being watched in darkness when nobody is around, Haunter is there. Pokemon Sun. It strikes at humans from total darkness. Those licked by its cold tongue grow weaker with each passing day until they die. Ultra Moon. It's dangerous to go outside alone on nights when you're feeling sad. Hunter will catch you, and you won't be able to go back home. Gengar. In Silver, they say to steal the life of its target, it slips into the prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Sometimes, on a dark night, your shadow, thrown by a street light, will suddenly and startlingly overtake you. It is actually a Gengar running past you, pretending to be your shadow. In Yellow, let's go Pikachu, and let's go Eevee. A Gengar is close by. If you feel a sudden chill, it may be trying to lay a curse on you. In Pokemon Sun, should you feel yourself attacked by a sudden chill, it is evidence of an approaching Gengar. There is no escaping it. Give up. Give up. In Pokemon Moon, it apparently wishes for a traveling companion. Since it was once human itself, it tries to create one by taking the lives of other humans. In Ultra Moon, even your home isn't safe. Gengar will lurk in whatever dark corner of a room it can find and wait for its chance to catch its prey. Mega Gengar. In Ultra Sun, it says it tries to take the lives of anyone and everyone. It will even try to curse the trainer who is its master. Alolan Marowak. In Pokemon Sun, it says the bones it possesses were once its mother's. Its mother's regrets have become like a vengeful spirit, protecting this Pokemon. Let's go, Pikachu. And let's go, Eevee. It has transformed the spirit of a sobbing sound emanating from a vacant room. It's undoubtedly a bit of mischief from Mischievous. Shedinja, Shedinja, Shedinja. I didn't pick from any one Pokemon game because they were all very similar, so I just compiled them instead. And this is what the entries had to say about Shedinja. Shedinja is a peculiar Pokemon. It seems to appear unsought in a Pokeball after a Nincada evolves. This bizarre Pokemon is entirely immobile. It doesn't even breathe. The inside of its body is hollow and utterly dark. It is believed that this Pokemon will steal the spirit of anyone peering into its hollow body from its back. Sable Eye. In Pokemon Ruby and Moon, it is said that Sable Eye lead quiet lives deep inside caverns. They are feared, however, because these Pokemon are thought to steal the spirits of people when their eyes burn with a sinister glow in the darkness. In Ultra Sun, it digs through the ground with its hard claws and crunches down gems with its thick, pointy teeth. Carbink is its favorite food. I put in a couple of these where it hints or basically states Pokemon eating Pokemon, because that's kind of creepy. A Sable Eye eating a Carbink is an image I don't want to think about. But it is the dark and grim reality of Pokemon. And that's why I've decided to put them in Shubbit. In Pokemon Ruby, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, and Omega Ruby, Shubbit is attracted by feelings of jealousy and vindictiveness. If someone develops strong feelings of vengeance, this Pokemon will appear in a swarm and line up beneath the eaves of that person's home. Ultra Moon. There's a proverb that says, shun the house where Shubbit gather in the growing dusk. Bayonet. In Emerald, an abandoned plush doll became this Pokemon. They are said to live in garbage dumps and wander about in search of the children that threw them away. In Ultra Sun, it's a stuffed toy that was thrown away and became possessed, ever searching for the one who threw it away so it can exact its revenge. In Ultra Moon, resentment at being cast off made it spring into being. Some say that treating it well will satisfy it, and it will once more become a stuffed toy. If it opens its mouth, its cursed energy escapes. Mega Bayonet. In Ultra Sun, they say, extraordinary energy amplifies its cursing power to such an extent that it can't help but curse its own trainer. Duskull. Diamond, Pearl, and Pokemon X. It sucks them into its empty body. What happens inside is a mystery. In Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Pokemon X, anyone who dares peer into its body to see its spectral ball of fire will have their spirit stolen away. Drifloon, Drifloon, Drifloon. Drifloon has a lot, and I mean like a lot. Drifloon had a lot of good ones, like they were pretty good, and by pretty good I mean terrifying. In Diamond, Pokemon X, and Omega Ruby, it is said a Pokemon formed by the spirits of people and Pokemon. It loves damp and humid seasons. In Pearl, it tugs on the hands of children to steal them away. However, it gets pulled around instead. That's a humorous one. It's trying to take kids, but it's so light. The kids take it instead. Black and White 2, Pokemon Y, and Alpha Sapphire. These Pokemon are called the signpost for wandering spirits. Children holding them sometimes vanish. Pokemon Sun. Stories go that it grabs the hands of small children and drags them away to the afterlife. It dislikes heavy children. Pokemon Moon. If for some reason its body bursts, its soul spills out with a screaming sound. Ultra Sun. Its round body is stuffed with souls and expands each time it leads someone away. You better check that Pokedex entry whenever you catch a Drifloon, because if takes lost spirits along with it. Frostlass, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Pokemon Y, and Alpha Sapphire. Legends in snowy regions say that a woman who was lost on an icy mountain was reborn as Frostlass, Pokemon Sun. When it finds humans or Pokemon it likes, it freezes them and takes them to its chilly den, where they become decorations. Pokemon Moon. The soul of a woman lost on a snowy mountain possessed an icicle, becoming this Pokemon. The food it most relishes is the souls of men. Ultra Sun. It freezes hikers who have come to climb snowy mountains and carries them back to its home. It only goes after men it thinks are handsome. Ultra Moon. It's said that on nights of terrible blizzards, it comes down to human settlements. If you hear it knocking at your door, do not open it. Rotom. In Diamond, Pearl, Pokemon Y, and Alpha Sapphire, its body is composed of plasma. It is known to infiltrate electronic devices and wreak havoc. Giratina, Diamond, and Pearl, a Pokemon that is said to live in a world on the reverse side of ours. It appears in an ancient cemetery. Pokemon X and Omega Ruby. This Pokemon is said to live in a world on the reverse side of ours, where common knowledge is distorted and strange. Yamask, Pokemon Black, Pokemon Y, and Alpha Sapphire says each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at it and cry. And Pokemon White, Black and White too, Pokemon X, and Omega Ruby. These Pokemon arose from the spirits of people interred in graves. Each retains memories of its former life. Kaffa Grigus, Pokemon Black, Pokemon X, and Omega Ruby. It has been said that they swallow those who get too close and turn them into mummies. They like to eat gold nuggets. Black and White too, Pokemon Y, and Alpha Sapphire. Grave robbers who mistake them for real coffins and get too close end up trapped inside their bodies. Frillish, Pokemon Y, and Alpha Sapphire. If its veil-like arms stun and wrap a foe, that foe will be dragged miles below the surface, never to return. Ultra Moon. Using the invisible poison spikes on its veil-like arms and legs, it paralyzes its enemies and causes them to drown. Jellicent. Pokemon Black, Pokemon Y, and Alpha Sapphire. The fate of the ships and crew that wander into Jellicent's habitat are all sunken, all lost. Litwick shines a light that absorbs the life energy of people and Pokemon, which becomes the fuel that it burns. In Pokemon White, Pokemon X, and Omega Ruby, while shining a light and pretending to be a guide, it leeches off the life force of any who follow it. Lambent Pokemon Black. This ominous Pokemon is feared. Through cities it wanders, searching for the spirits of the fallen. Pokemon White and Pokemon Y and Alpha Sapphire. It arrives near the moment of death and steals spirits from the body. Black and White 2, Pokemon X, and Omega Ruby. The spirits it absorbs fuel its baleful fire. It hangs around hospitals waiting for people to pass on. Andalure, Pokemon White, Pokemon X, and Omega Ruby. Being consumed in Chandelure's flame burns up the spirit, leaving the body behind. Black and White 2, Pokemon Y, and Alpha Sapphire. The spirits burned up in its ominous flame lose their way and wander this world forever. Colette, Pokemon White. These Pokemon are thought to have been created by the science of an ancient and mysterious civilization. Ultra Sun. Its movements are powered by a mysterious energy. It has continued to move since ancient times, so its power may soon run out. I liked the first one from Pokemon White because it kind of sounds like Frankenstein. It was a monster created by man. And then the second one is like ominous and sad and grim, since it's created by man and not a natural life source. Colette could one day die when it runs out of power. Golurk, Pokemon White, Pokemon X, and Omega Ruby. It is said that Golurk were ordered to protect people and Pokemon by the ancient people who made them. Again, it's like Frankenstein. Monster made by man. Honedge, Pokemon X, and Omega Ruby. Apparently, this Pokemon is born when a departed spirit inhabits a sword. It attaches itself to people and drinks their life force. Pokemon Y and Alpha Sapphire. If anyone dares to grab its hilt, it wraps a blue cloth around that person's arm and drains that person's life energy completely. Doublade, Pokemon X and Omega Ruby. When Honedge evolves, it divides into two swords, which cooperate via telepathy to coordinate attacks and slash their enemies to ribbons. Pokemon Y and Alpha Sapphire. The complex attack patterns of its two swords are unstoppable, even for an opponent greatly accomplished at sword play. Achy Slash, Pokemon Sun. These Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died in the forest. Their cries sound like eerie screams. Pokemon Moon. According to legend, medicine to cure any illness can be made by plucking the green leaves on its head, brewing them, and boiling down the liquid. Ultra Sun. By imitating the voice of a child, it causes people to get hopelessly lost deep in the forest. It's trying to make friends with them. Ultra Moon. An unknown spirit came to lodge in a tree stump, creating this Pokemon. A cure-all can be made from an infusion of its green leaves. Trevenant, Pokemon X and Omega Ruby. It can control trees at will. It will trap people who harm the forest so they can never leave. Pokemon Sun. This Pokemon is said to devour anyone daring to ravage the forest. To the creatures dwelling in the forest, it offers great kindness. Pokemon Moon. Through its roots, it exerts control over other trees. A deadly curse falls upon anyone cutting down trees in forests where Trevenant dwell. Ultra Sun. It's feared as a ghost of the forest. Lumberjacks bring along fire types, which Trevenant hates when they enter the forest. Pumpkaboo, Pokemon X and Omega Ruby. The pumpkin body is inhabited by a spirit trapped in this world. As the sun sets, it becomes restless and active. Pokemon Y and Alpha Sapphire. It is said to carry wandering spirits to the place where they belong so they can move on. Gorgeist, Pokemon X and Omega Ruby. Singing in eerie voices, they wander down streets on the night of the new moon. Anyone who hears their song is cursed. Pokemon Y and Alpha Sapphire. It enwraps its prey in its hair-like arms. It sings joyfully as it observes the suffering of its prey. Hoopa. Hoopa. Pokemon X. This troublemaker sends anything and everything to Sensu style. Pokemon Sun. This Oricorio has sipped purple nectar. Its elegant, attractive dance will send the minds and hearts of its enemies to another world. Pokemon Moon. It summons the dead with its dreamy dancing. From their malice, it draws power with which to curse its enemies. Ultra Sun. It charms its opponents with its refined dancing. When they let their guard down, it places a curse on them that will bring on their demise. Sandygast. Pokemon Sun. Born from a sand mound playfully built by a child, this Pokemon embodies the grudges of the departed. Pokemon Moon. It takes control of anyone who puts a hand in its mouth, and so it adds to the accumulation of its sand mound body. That's so weird. Why would anyone think of putting their hand in a wild Pokemon's mouth? That's like putting your hand in a wild raccoon's mouth. They also suck the life out of your body. So, raccoons are ghost Pokemon, confirmed. Ultra Sun. It likes the shovel on its head, so Sandygast will get serious and fight any children who come to take it back. Ultra Moon. If you build sand mounds when you're playing, destroy them before you go home, or they may get possessed and become Sandygast. Now if only that worked in real life, I'd be that local crazy lady making sand mounds and then summoning ghosts to get them possessed to turn into Sandygast. Then we'd have Pokemon. Palo Sand. Pokemon Sun. Possessed people, controlled by this Pokemon, transformed its sand mound into a castle. As it evolved, its power to curse grew even stronger. Pokemon Moon. Buried beneath the castle are masses of dried up bones from those whose vitality it has drained. Ultra Sun. Each of its grain of sand has its own will. Palo Sand eats small Pokemon and siphons away their vital essence while they're still alive. Brutal. Ultra Moon. Once it has whipped up a sandstorm to halt its opponents in their tracks, this terrifying Pokemon snatches away their vitality. Mimikyu. Busted form. Pokemon Sun. After going to all the effort of disguising itself, its neck was broken. Whatever is inside is probably unharmed, but it's still feeling sad. Pokemon Moon. If its neck is broken or its rag torn during an attack, it works through the night to patch it. Ultra Sun. It stands in front of a mirror, trying to fix its broken neck, as if its life depended on it. It has a hard time getting it right, so it's crying inside. That just hurts, man. Ultra Moon. Sad that its true identity was overwhelmed by terror and died from shock. Pokemon Moon. A lonely Pokemon. It conceals its terrifying appearance beneath an old rag so it can get closer to people and other Pokemon. Ultra Sun. Although it's a quiet, lonely Pokemon, if you try to look what's under its rag, it will become agitated and resist violently. Ultra Moon. A gust of wind revealed what hides under this Pokemon's rag to a passing trainer who went home and died painfully that very night. Delmise, Pokemon Sun. Swinging its massive anchor, it can KO Wailord in a single blow. What appears to be green seaweed is actually its body. Pokemon Moon. The soul of seaweed adrift in the waves became reborn as this Pokemon. It maintains itself with new infusions of seabed detritus and seaweed. Ultra Sun. It wraps its prey in green seaweed and sucks away their vitality. It only likes to go after big prey like Wailord. Lunala, Pokemon Sun. It is said to be a female evolution of Cosmog. When its third eye activates, away it flies to another world. Pokemon Moon. Said to live in another world. This Pokemon devours light, drawing the moonless dark veil of night over the brightness of day. Ultra Sun. Records of it exist in writings from long, long ago, where it was known by the name the beast that calls the moon. Ultra Moon. It sometimes summons unknown powers and life forms here to this world from holes that lead to other worlds. Dawnwing's Necrozma. Ultra Moon. This is its form while it's devouring the light of Lunala. It grasps foes in its giant claws and rips them apart with brute force. Marshadow. Pokemon Sun. Able to conceal itself in shadows, it never appears before humans. So, its very existence was the stuff of myth. Ultra Moon. It sinks into the shadows of people and Pokemon, where it can understand their feelings and copy their capabilities. Last but not least, Blacephalon. Ultra Sun. It slithers toward people, then without warning, it triggers the explosion of its own head. It's apparently one kind of Ultra Beast. Ultra Moon. A UB. Ultra Beast that appeared from an Ultra wormhole. It causes explosions, then takes advantage of opponents' surprise to rob them of their vitality. This concludes our Ghost Pokemon entry readings. I'm sorry if I missed any Pokemon or mispronounced any names. Before I leave you alone, I have a question. A lot of these ghost Pokemon were once human. possess an icicle and become Frostlass because she sounds like Genderbent Ice King from Adventure Time. But instead of kidnapping